Hello, welcome to School of Alchemy. Today's book is the definitive guide to Greek mythology, the gods, heroes, monsters, and legends of ancient Greece by Rowan Bartlett and Fiona Bailey. So this is a hardbound, and what I like about this book is the dust cover and the front cover are both shiny, and it has a beautiful photo in it. Same thing with the back. This one. So I like book like this. This is the stem. Oh, I forgot. I have to talk louder. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip through the book, and then for the pages that I have marks, we will stop and discuss more about the topic that I chose. Because it has a relationship between Greek mythology, the secret society, and alchemy. So let's dig in. So all of the pages in this book are glossy. They are all glows up, and all of them have a beautiful illustrations, which I love, because if you've been watching my other videos, you will notice that I like reviewing books that are heavily illustrated. So this book is divided into chapters. Like first is the ancient Greece, second is the Greek mythology, third is the gods, spirit, monster, and other gods, and the last one is the mortals. So these are the contents, and I'm just gonna scan the book because it's gonna take us an hour if I'm gonna go through everything of it. So I'm gonna flip through. This is the map of Greece archipelago, and part of Andoli. I really love maps, so whenever I get a book that has a map in it, it's like a plus for me. Okay, let's go through it. This is the ancient Greece, Greek mythology. This is very well thought, that's why I like it. You have who is this? Is this Athena? It looks like a male. The origins. So these are the origins of the universe. And then next is the gods. I'm gonna reverse flip. Okay. These are the gods in the Greek pantheon. Dionysus. It's one of my favorite painting by Caravaggio, Dionysus. Or Bacchus. This is the Eleusinian mystery. This is Demeter and Persephone and Mercury. Oops, sorry. Athena, the goddess of war, wisdom, poetry. Don't you love this? I love the engraving. Artemis, Ares, the god Apollo, Aphrodite, Hades, the god of the underworld, which is I like, Poseidon, Neptune in Roman mythology, Hera, Zeus. You know, this is like the leader of the Greek pantheon gods. So let's go to the next one. Okay. Next is the spirits, monsters, and other gods. So let's go through it. Look at this. I like this marble sculpture because you can see like the definition of the muscles. This is like a marble. So you can see every detail. You can see the agony on his face, you know. Is he a centaur? Yeah, he's a centaur. Half human, half horse. But look at the definition, you know, like, man, how did he chisel the marble in this? It looks so alive, you know. This is in Florence, Italy. A marble statue of Heracles in the center by sculptor Bologna. Don't you love a work of art? Atlas carrying the world. Circe, you know this woman, this god Circe. She reminds me of a French Art Nouveau poster. Chiron, Eros. Hypnos, Nemesis, Pan. This is very popular, you know. He's the Pied Piper. You saw him in the Chronicles of Narnia, you know. He's half human, half goat, and he's good with flute. And then, you know, like you also see him in Pinocchio. He's the one who led the kids, including Pinocchio, to go to this island, Pleasure Island, right? Prometheus, I like Prometheus. He gave the wisdom and the flame to human beings. Cyclops, centaurs, yeah, this is the centaurs are half human, half horse. What an artwork. I love the artwork here. The giants. Okay, are they the Nephilim? Of course not. I think the giants in the Greek mythology is different from the Gnostic teachings. Gorgons. This is Medusa. And is she familiar? Medusa's head is the logo of the brand Versace. The nymphs, then the mortals. Okay, I'm gonna flip through this. Midas. Do you know the saying, the Midas touch? Meaning, this is King Midas, and it's like he wished that here King Midas is the most famously the man who wished for the power that everything he touched turned into gold. That's why we have the term the Midas touch. But the problem is when he touched his daughter became gold, and he wasn't able to revive her to be a human again. But it's a long story. Medea. I love this type of art. Jason and the Argonauts. Look at this. It's Heracles. Oh, look at that. And Helen of Troy, the face who launched 1,000 ships. Helen of Troy was considered the most beautiful woman on earth. Hers was the face that launched 1,000 ships. Hector. Hector was the prince of Troy and one of Troy's most notable defenders against Achilles, Ajax, Diomedes, and Odysseus during the Trojan War. Is the Trojan War okay, Daedalus and Icarus. I'm sure you're familiar with this. The Icarus is the son of Daedalus, and then he got lost in the labyrinth, which is also created by his father Daedalus. How do you pronounce this? Daedalus or Daedalus? And then he made him a feather made with wax. The wax like put the feathers together so he can escape the labyrinth. But the problem is his father said don't fly too high because the sun will melt the wax, and don't fly too low because you will be like swept in the sea. But when he was flying, he got like he got lost in his feelings because it's like he's flying his first time to fly, so he flew too high and get closer to the sky, to the heat, and so he fell down. Cassandra. And look at these paintings. Goodness. Elephant, and of course Pegasus. Pegasus, the winged horse that Bellerophon eventually managed to tame. Arachne. Oh, is it arachnophobia, meaning the fear of spiders? So, but she's Arachne. The Amazons. Isn't it Wonder Woman? She was raised by Amazons. Achilles, the Achilles heel. Isn't it fun to look at this? Okay. Odysseus, the legendary Greek hero and king of Ithaca, was the main protagonist in the Odyssey. The great-grandson of Hermes, he was known for his power of speech, his cunning, trickery, and cleverness. When I was growing up, I remember I was watching the Greek mythology, like they could turn it into a movie, and I'm so engrossed with it. King Minos. Oh, it's beautiful. Oedipus, that in psychology there's like the Oedipus complex, so let's read about it. Oedipus is one of the most famous and well-known figures in Greek mythology, the king of Thebes, the slayer of the Sphinx, and of course the origin of Freud's famous Oedipus complex, which is still used as a common psychological term and trope in fiction to this day. Orpheus and Eurydice. Sorry if I don't know the proper pronunciation. Pandora. Okay, you also heard about this, the Pandora's box. When she opened the box, it was filled with plague. Can you see it? Pandora was the first mortal woman who was crafted out of clay by the order of Zeus with the intention of bringing misery to mankind. Perseus. This is a marble statue of Perseus holding the head of Medusa, which he has just cut off. So if you remember if Medusa stare at you, you will become stone. So Hermes helped Perseus so he can kill Medusa. Theseus. Tantalus. Look at this. This is like a manuscript. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. This one too. The Trojan War. This is the Trojan horse. What's this? This is the Titan's goblet. It's too small. It's hard for me to read. That's why I have this magnifying glass. So this is the index. So all in all, this book is 256 pages, including the index and credits. So that is the Greek Mythology, the definitive guide, and I put some marks in here so we can see the link between Greek mythology, alchemy, and the secret society. So this is the cosmic egg. This is one of the symbols in alchemy. So let's read about it. I'm gonna use this. So it says here, the cosmic egg. Can you see it? I'm just gonna read it. The cosmic egg is found in many cultures and civilizations. The egg symbolizes the unification of two complementary principles, the yolk and the egg white, from which all life emerges. So this is the cosmic egg in Greek mythology. And then we will go to alchemy and to the secret teachings. Same here, right? So now we're going to the alchemical side of stuff. So I'm gonna read this. The Orphic egg. It's called the Orphic egg. The ancient symbol of the Orphic mystery was the serpent entwined egg, which signifies cosmos as encircled by the fiery creative spirit. The egg also represents the soul of the philosopher, the serpent, the mysteries. At the time of initiation, the shell is broken and man emerges from the embryonic state of physical existence, wherein he had remained through the fetal period of philosophic generation. So that is the alchemical meaning of the Orphic egg. That's also derived from Greek mythology. And then we'll go here. This is the Eleusinian mystery. So this illustration is about Persephone's pale body rises. This is Persephone. Persephone's pale body rises out of the underworld, where she is condemned to spend part of each year among the dead. She is supported by Hermes, the messenger of gods, who wears blue cloak and red wing hat. This one. On the left, Demeter. This is her mom. Demeter greets her daughter with open arms. The reunion of Demeter and Persephone was associated with renewal and changing the seasons, evoked here by the warm blue sky and the spring of almond blossom at Demeter's feet. Okay, so that is in the Greek mythology. But look, Hermes is still holding the caduceus. You see that? This one. Well, this is in the Greek mythology. Now, let's go to the secret society. The ancient mysteries and secret society. So this is the same thing. This is Demeter. This is Demeter. This is Persephone. This one. Okay, I'm gonna read what is the version of this, the Eleusinian mystery in Freemasonry. Bear with me. Oh, all the books I have are so heavy. Okay, the painting is called an initiation ceremony in the Eleusinian mysteries. The candidate and his aged initiator are here shown standing on the brink of chasm, dividing the world of the living from the dead, and through which stream the shades of departed. So you're talking about this. Oh, the book is heavy. Can you see it? Hades. On the farther side of the chasm, Hades, the god of the underworld. This one. The god of the underworld sits on his golden throne, surrounded by the emblems of death and attended by Cerberus, the three-headed dog, guardian of the gates of death. Above the yawning cleft hovers the figure of Ceres, carrying two torches, which light her way through the gloom of the netherworld. She pleads for the liberation of her daughter Persephone, whom Hades had abducted and would force to become his queen. So, same thing, right? So this is under the ancient mysteries and secret societies. And then Hermes. Hermes is a very important figure in alchemy. So who is Hermes? Hermes was born in a cave on Mount Cyllene at dawn. On the day of his birth, he invented the lyre. Lyre is like this one. It's like a harp. And could play a hymn celebrating his own birth. That same evening, he stole the cattle of Apollo. after which he innocently came back to his cradle and tucked himself in. So Hermes is a trickster god. So this is Hermes. This is his hat. Do you know the logo Nike came from his hat? And then he's carrying a caduceus. We see them in the medical logo, you know, like the two snakes, the rod, and the wing on the top with the orb. So this is the calf, and this is Apollo. So let's put this aside. In alchemy, who is Hermes? So this is Hermes. He's still carrying the caduceus, and it says here, Filius Noster, or meaning our son. So he is the son or child of the sun and the moon. The divine. This is the divine mercurial water. So let me read you something here. Only a few alchemists, can you see? Only the few alchemists were familiar with the Corpus Hermeticum. For them all, however, Hermes was associated with a figure who had brought the emerald tablet and with the moist mercurial principle, which they call the beginning and end of the work. The veneration of this divine water reached back to the upper pneumatic waters of Gnosis, which in Greek writings from the early years of alchemy, in reference to the descent of the Gnostic Christ, flowed down in the darkness of matter to awaken the dead bodies of their metals from slumber. So Hermes is a god from Greek mythology. Hermes is also an alchemical symbol. He's like the sun. He is like the philosopher's stone. And if you're wondering what is the emerald tablet, this is the emerald tablet. This is the emerald tablet of Hermes. So this is for another topic, another video, because it's gonna be a whole. It's a lot of thing to talk about. So it says the theory and practice of alchemy. This is from the secret teachings of all ages. So Greek mythology, the secret teachings, and the alchemy are all intertwined together. So now you know. If you like this video, please give me like and share this video, and please consider subscribing if you are into this type of thing. So thank you. Hit subscribe button, and I see you in the next book review.